아. Oh my god. Hi guys. Guys, can I tell you guys something funny? I was talking by myself for 4 or 5 minutes, thinking I had stream on. 나 혼자서 한 4분 동안 혼자서 얘기하고 있었어요. 방송 킨 줄 알아가지고 OBS 킨 줄 알았는데 안 켰네? 아이씨, 바본가? So stupid. shoot. I was just 여기서 그냥 혼자서 샬라샬라 했는데 여기 밑에 녹화 버튼이랑 그 제가 방송 버튼 이렇게 두 개가 딱 있는데 불이 안 들어와 있는 거야. 아유. 네. 좋은 아침입니다. Good morning. Sorry I'm late. 1시간 늦었어. I woke up at 7. I think it just takes me, it's getting longer for me to warm up. 이게 웜업 하는 시간까지 너무 이제 오래 걸리기 시작했어요. So now it takes me like 2 hours to warm up. 몸살이 너무 나. I have lots of body pain in the morning. It's already Tuesday, guys. Don't you wish it's already Friday? But, 졸려. Today is such a tiring day. Anyways, today there isn't fun news happening that's engaging. So I just brought, yeah, cause we could, I mean, there is like breaking news stuff, but let's just keep today a little bit lighter in terms of news. So I found one real quick. There wasn't anything on Stock News Discord either, so today I brought something fun. So 맞다. Eagles won. Wasn't that kind of definite? But I saw that 2 players from 뭐랬더라? Patrick Mahomes and Tom Bradley GOAT debate paused after Chiefs lost. So I guess they were the key players for Chief. I'm guessing Chief is Eagle? But they must have done really bad, those 2 key players. So that was a little unfortunate. Nah. I saw this news. So what do you think made them lose? What is 7-3 all time? Is this how many times he won the game? Kansas City had already made NFL history by advancing to the 5th Super Bowl in 6 years. Oh. I wish they would show like a highlight. 하이라이트 같은 거 안 보여주니까 좀 아쉽더라고. 어제 NFL이라고 그 미국 미식 축구 경기를 했는데 좀 그렇게 재미없었다고 하네요. 거의 Tom Bradley was really? It was pretty rough to watch. Oh. Was it that bad? 그니까 진짜 일방적이었어요. 아마 서드 쿼터? 그러니까 세 번째 경기라고 해야 되나? 3라운드까지 40대 빵이었대. 저도 잠깐씩은 그냥 점수만 보고 있었는데 그런 경기 재미없더라고. Tom Bradley, I've heard of Tom Bradley before. That's what it was ringing a bell. Eagles fan booed Taylor Swift? Why? Brady? Brady? 거의 40대 브레이디? 그러니까 40대 0이면은 뭐 So I guess 마홈스라는 선수가 되게 잘했나봐. This guy must be really good. Patrick Mahomes. Is he like the star lead or something? 와, 95년생이야. Because Taylor was always an Eagles fan and she jumped over to Kansas City Chiefs for her boyfriend. She was a traitor. Oh, really? She's a traitor? 야, 남자친구 위해서 팀을 바꾸는 게 레전드긴 하다. Taylor, 그럴 수 있지. So it's kind of like Korean baseball. 한국 야구랑 좀 비슷한 그런 뭐라 해야 되지? 그건 것 같아요. 미국 미식 축구가. 근데 저도 미식 축구 잘 안 보거든요. 미국에 살면서 미식 축구 재미 없어가지고. The only sports that I don't watch, I think, is football. American football. So Chief is 어디라고? 아니 뭐 어떻게 되는 거야? 요 아저씨가 되게 유명한 아저씨구나. 이제 이 아저씨를 능가한 이 청년이 올 수 있을까 했는데 그냥 발려버렸네. Kansas City Chief quarterback Patrick. But lost to Eagle. But in the end, Philadelphia Eagle won, so there wasn't really any reason to boo Taylor Swift. Oh, you guys can change team. 얘 되게 잘하나 보다. He must be really good. 뭐야? Green Bay Packers 안다. Kansas City Chief고 he is in Kansas City. Can we watch like the highlight? 근데 뭐 봐도 뭐. She stood next to Trump? 진짜? 아유, 재밌네. So what do you think was the biggest problem of Philadelphia losing? Philadelphia, a chief losing so badly. Only 8 years into his career 이래. He was 21 when he started. 와, 얘 되게 잘하나 보다. He must be really good. 그전에는 여기 했고 number 15. Well, anyways, NFL happened. So is it every year? NFL is every year? 이 오빠 귀염귀염하게 생겼네. 오, 이런 거 있네. The Hater Bowl. 근데 뭐 this happens every time. 요즘 NFL 능가하는 게 롤 경기래잖아. What is 49ers가 San Francisco team? Linebacker is people in the back? The ads were bad this year? Ah, really? A lot of people didn't like the halftime? Oh. 켄드릭 라마? 아니요, 안 봤어요. 그거 뭐 괜찮았다고 하는 사람들도 있고. 근데 사실 제가 켄드릭 라마가 누군지 몰라가지고. 누구야? How come they didn't have like pretty girls? Why rapper? Eagles defense in general and both the DL and OL? DL and OL dominated Chief. DL이 뭐야? DL is OL이 뭐야? What is DL and OL? 아, defensive line and offensive line. Anyways. Ah. Are there more usually for NFL? SCA는 누구야? Oh, what did she say? 하나도 모르겠다. They sang together? 아쉽긴 하겠네. That's a little unfortunate. They should have invited New Jeans. I'm not New Jeans anymore. What is it now? NJZ? New Jeans 이름도 이상해. I don't like New Jeans' new name. NJZ인가? So did they leave New Jeans? But they're still calling fans bunnies. 그래. NJZ가 뉴저지 같긴 해. Even Metallica and Blackpink there would have been better. 그러니까 why they need to have okay, here's what I think for NFLs or any like guy sports. It's not always guys, but it's mostly guys watching. They need to have hot girls. Even Rose would have been really nice. Oh, 무슨 old 아저씨 rapper rapping. It's kind of the same thing in Korea, where for military they have performances, but if they bring another guy, like guy idol, then they don't like it. It has to be all girls. So like Mia's era of K-pop idol was 누구더라? 신랑 군대 때 막 환호했던 아이돌이 the team that Harry is in. Harry가 누구 있더라? 하여튼. They didn't even have Bruno and Rose sing 아파트. 그러니까 that song would have been hyping up. Maybe halftime, that's the reason why they lost. So, anyways, enough of NFL. Maybe we'll try to watch tomorrow's or next year's NFL if we can. What sucks is apparently I guess I can't watch the highlight. I was trying to look for the highlight too, but 아, 상표권 대용 문제가 있다고? 무슨 상표권이에요? 진짜 뉴저지 항공이 그건가? 아, 뉴진스라는 단어. Kind of boring too. 그러니까. 아 진짜? 뉴진스는 참 안타까운 친구들이야. Okay, today I brought something interesting in for China. And we will compare again with Korea. I talked a lot about this, but I also read someone's I was listening to someone's podcast about Korean marriage done by, maybe he was Korean, I'm not sure. He was Korean speaking in English, so I was just listening to him. But this came out yesterday, I think. Yeah. Saying the marriages in China plunged by a record last year, fanning birth rate concerns. Is that crazy? So more than 6.1 million couples registered for marriage last year, down from 7.68 million a year earlier. So even China is not getting married. Why? 타이리가 뭐예요? So marriages in China plummeted by a fifth last year, the biggest drop on records. 잠깐만, what's the total population of China, by the way? 중국, China population. So their 2022 birth rate is 1.218 birth per women. 한국이 뭐더라? Korea has like 0.7? 근데 someone stated that it should be higher because they didn't include like birth. 뭐라 해야 되지? What are those birth called? Like 미혼모? 뭐 데이터가 여기에 성립이 안 된다는 썰이 있던데. They say that the birth of child from single moms are not included in the 0.7, or even birth of like even the count of people who's not officially married is not included. I don't know. But well, whatever the case is, Korea도 되게 Korea birth rate 0.78이구나. Actually, US is also low, guys. I just realized that US is 1.66. Japan is 1.26. 이거 USA. 이거는 Japan. But Korea is, I think, at the lowest right now. Hey, at least we're getting first somewhere, right? 어디선가 1등하고는 행복함. 지참금? 신랑이 신부 측에 내는. 아, 그런 게 또 있어요? 오 마이 갓. You've been going to Korean church since 1997 and many nunas tried to hook me up with Korean girl는 뭐. 아닌데? 최근 건가? 제가 이거 숫자는 2022년도 거래요. 24년도나 5년도 거는 못 찾고 있네? 한번 찾아보세요. Didn't they stop people from having more than 2 kids? 그러니까 I think that's the butterfly effect happening where they stopped having more than 2 kids. Plus China was men heavy, male heavy country, which concluded in more males, more guys than girls. 아, 그런 거? 그게 차일이라고 해요? 차일이? 너무 웃기다. 레전드인데? 아, 일을 유지하고 있다가? 그니까. Parking space in South Korea is super high. What is that? 23년 전체 출생자 중 4.7%가 혼외라고? 혼외가 뭐지? 결혼 뭐더라? 혼외가 뭐더라? I know I saw some towns in China on YouTube recently that were ghost towns and being concerned about no people. I think that's starting to happen all around the world. 결혼식 당일날? 그러니까 I think Korean girls should 혼인 외가 전체 출생자 중 4.7 그러니까 이 0.7에서 그러면은 그게 결국에는 저장이 돼 있다는 소리네요. You guys shouldn't be talking. Who is contributing to the birth rate? 아, 신랑이 결혼식 날 파기하는 경우도 무섭다. I wonder if Korean laws keeping people single in South Korea also? Oh, Korean population is going up now? 그러게. What's funny is if I go to a big hospital for my gynecologist. 저 좀 큰 병원으로 지금 다니고 있거든요. And there's so many people. You get to wonder who is complaining that Korean birth rate is dropping. But I know a lot of hospitals went out of business because a lot of people are not going to certain, like they're being very decisive on which hospitals to go to. So I ended up also going to a big hospital just to be safe. 근데 여러분들은 결혼 생각이 있어요? 왜 안 만나요? 그게 궁금해. 이게 문제잖아. 그럼 결혼하셔야 되는 거 아니에요? 짝이 없어서 그런 거예요? Why are you guys not getting married? If this is a problem, how come you guys aren't getting married? To save the problem and having kids. 되게 궁금하지? 그냥 되게 궁금했어. 때를 놓쳐서? 맞아. 안정성? 어느 정도가 있어야 안정성이에요? In this economy? Then how much should you guys have to be stable? If stability is a big problem. 뭐 anyways. 뭐 중국 얘기하다가 갑자기. How much should you earn about stability? 안정성이라는 게 지금 제일 크잖아. 근데 저도 이건 공감해요. 안정성이 제일 커. 진짜 언제 딱 그걸 느끼냐면 you know when I feel like I need to do stability is 와 진짜 you know can I be honest with you guys? Ever since I got pregnant, the whole time I was thinking of quitting streaming and finding a job. 근데 저도 사실은 임신하고 나서 아 이제 방송 그만해야 되겠다. 돈이 너무 많이 드니까 방송 그만두고 직장을 구해야 되겠다 생각이 든 거예요. 그러니까 200~300을 벌든 그렇게라도 조금이라도 벌어야 되겠다 이런 생각이 드니까 이게 좀 문제인 것 같긴 해. 그치? So maybe at least in Korea if you get 3,000 per month 한 달에 맞아 월급이 한 3,000? What's good about Korea though is that they do a lot of like government funding for pregnant women. But I used all my funding. 정부에서 100만 원 주거든요. 저 벌써 다 썼어요. 진짜 한 번 갈 때마다 제가 뭐지? 초음파랑 은근 비싸. 초음파 플러스 의사 상담 이게 한 12만 원까지 들거든요. 근데 제가 10달 다니잖아요. 아 그리고 제가 20주부터 아 잠깐만 내가 이게 기록이 있어. Workplace participation? What is workplace participation? I brought in my bills. 이게 I'm paying 160,000 won for my last hospital fee. 저번에 160 들었거든요. 16만 원 들었거든요. 근데 내가 뭐 했지? 내가 볼게. 160,000. Yeah. So I just say if you get monthly income of 2,061 at least in Korea, then it would be considered stable. But US stability, you would need maybe 3,000 minimum? 얼마 정도 필요하려나 미국에선? 근데 남자분들 육아휴직을 조금 진짜 너그럽게 봐주는 게 중요한 것 같긴 해요. 여자든 남자든 육아휴직을 근데 그게 좀 쉽지 않아. 그러니까 이게 쉽지 않아. 회사 입장에서도 육아휴직이 타격이 크고 그러니까 재택근무를 진짜 편리하게 만드는 게 제일 중요한 것 같긴 해요. 그렇다고 내가 막 3~4개월 만에 아기를 어린이집 보내는 것도 너무 좀 그렇지 않아요? You have a 3K rent? Shit! Can you go cheaper and like donate the rest to me? 평소에도 인력이 필수 인원보다 여유롭게 그러니까 근데 회사들 힘들 수밖에 없어. 그러니까 어제 우리가 상의했던 그거잖아요. 그 막 그러니까 사람 인당 해야 할 뭐라 해야 되지? 그 일량 일의 질 플러스 양을 따지면은 회사 입장에서는 최소 해야 되고 아니면은 회사 입장에서 최소 인원으로 최대한 많이 뽑아내야 되는데 이제 그게 쉽지 않아. Where I am, you get to live in a closet with $2,000? 와, 그럴까. But no one wants to move to like a very like countryside area. 또 이런 시골 같은데 또 이사하기 싫으니까 다들. But I paid 뭐냐 16만 원 last hospital fee. Let's see what was included. So I did 초음파, so ultrasound. Wow, ultrasound is 112. 112,200. 검사료 and then doctor meetup, doctor 뭐야 돼? meetup? 아니, doctor check is 501. 이거 sorry. 본인 부담금을 봐야 되구나. 아닌데? Wait, what should I look at? What should I read? Okay, never mind. Let's not divide like this because I don't understand this receipt. But I did ultrasound, doctor checkup. I had to do the gestational diabetes checkup, so I did diabetes checkup. And this concluded in being 160,000 won. 평상시 내가 그만큼 내나? 은근 많이 내는 것 같아. How much did I pay here? But this day I only paid 60. 뭐야? 왜? Where am I paying so much money? I don't understand this chart. 20, 63. 본인 부담금인데? What the heck? I should be paying 30. Something all of a sudden got included. 이날은 I had to do specific examination, costing a lot. So just to check up and the simple ultrasound is actually 30. But last time I went, I had to get 이게 언제지? 1월 27일? 이날 왜 이렇게 많이 나왔냐? Did I not pay? 임당 검사 한다고 이렇게 돈을 많이 내? Why am I paying this much? 긴장을. Anyways, I had to pay a lot. Just going to the hospital isn't that expensive, but if you have all these examinations, then I think that's where it's costing a lot. 와, 여기 진료는 또 8만 원이었네. This place I had to pay also $30. 80,000 won. 비보험 검사가 좀 있긴 했어요. 나 근데 보험 있긴 한데. 아니다. Sorry. This one I just paid 9,000 just for checkup. Ambulance is just crazy. But one thing that's really cool about Korea is in Korea they have a I think Korea does a really great job of caring about pregnant women. So if you can transfer your work to Korea when you're about to give birth, I think it's a really great place to have kids. Unlike US, I think. But because if you get insurance in Korea and the health insurance benefit, there's this thing where you can get, like, you can sign up for 119 safety call, where if I call 119, then they know where I am and they pick me up. So I did this just in case my water breaks. So what is birthright citizenship? 그러니까 애를 키우기는 안 좋은데 나라. 근데 애를 갖기는 좋은 나라? So I think Korea is not a good place to raise kids, but a great place to have kids. 진료도 되게 깔끔히 봐요. I go like once a month. So, but you have to speak Korean. So I actually have seen a couple of foreigners in Korea. So if a child is born in Korea, is it automatically a Korean citizen? Shouldn't it be? 단순히 여행 온 외국인들도 의료보험을 맞아. 그거는 좀 규제하는 게 맞는 것 같기도 하고. 근데 진짜 좀 편리해요. 그러니까 막 한국 여성분들이 뭐 의사나 뭐니 이런 거에 대해서 되게 불만이 많은데, 뭐 물론 대충 봐주는 의사들이 있으면 불만이 많을 수 있는데 저는 불만이 없어요. 되게 잘해주고 좀 괜찮은 것 같아. 한국 의료는 되게 정부 지원금까지도 받을 수 있다고 치면은 베스트인 것 같아. 그래서 애 낳고 미국에 데리고 가는 게 It's best to have kids in Korea and then take them to US. Because you can sign up for American citizenships if you are American, which is really good. So really? Oh, that's interesting. But anyways, China's birth rate is dropping. Sorry, marriage rate is dropping. Sputtering economic growth over the past few years had made it difficult for university graduates to find work, and those that do have jobs feel insecure about their long-term prospects. How many of you guys feel insecure right now? 아, 6개월 이상? 근데 한국에서 6개월 이상 정도는 있을 수 있지 않을까? 그러니까 제 생각에는 제일 베스트 케이스가 미국의 회사를 다니는데 한국 부서로 뭐 1년 한 2년 동안 이제 그거 하는 그런 직업을 가지면 그때 한국에 와서 보험 처리 다 받고 의료보험 다 받고 이제 애를 거기서 그때 빡 낳고 그 애를 낳은 다음에 그걸로 이제 먹고 사는 게 베스트 아닐까? Anyone feel insecure about their jobs though? Uh, when hard to find work, then management changes work environment to make layoff? 미국에서도 보험 받을 때 되면 중국에 있는 식구들 다 데리고 와서 진료받는다고? 그런 걸 한다고? 미쳤다. When easy to find work, then managers beg and make you feel good. 레이오프가 크긴 크겠다. So if this trend continues, the Chinese government political and economic ambition will be ruined by its demographic Achilles heel. For Chinese authorities, raising interest in marriage and baby making is pressing concern. 근데 이거 So China has the second biggest population in the world at 1.4 billion, one that is aging quickly. The birth rate fell for decades due to China's 1980 to 2015 one-child policy. 2015년부터 있었구나. Still 2015. And in the coming decade, roughly 300 million Chinese are expected to enter retirement. 와, 미쳤다. So measures taken last year by authorities to tackle the problem included urging Chinese colleges and universities to provide love education. Yeah, how many of you guys want to take this education? 와, 이런 수업이 있어. To emphasize positive views on marriage, love, fertility and family. 레전드다 이런 거. 아 진짜 동양인들은 생각하는 게 똑같아. 뭐 이런 걸로 솔직히 이런 걸로 이런 수업을 가지면 결혼하는 생각을 가질까? Do you think taking these classes will make you want to get married? In November, China's State Council or Cabinet also told local governments to direct resources towards fixing China's population crisis and spreading respect for childbearing and marriages at the right age. 그러니까 이거를 풀려면 일단은 많은 어떻게 해야 되냐? Sorry. Oh my god. 소개팅 때도 부모를 데리고 간다고? Maybe they're electives. I'm not sure. Should we click on it? 레전드다 근데 이거. So last year saw a slight raise in birth after a lull due to the pandemic and born because 2024 was the year of dragon, with child born that year considered likely to be ambitious and have great fortune. 진짜 중국도 이런 거 되게 좋아해. 아, 차일이 얼마나 줄 건지 미쳤다. But even with these increase in birth rate, the country's population fell for a third consecutive years. Also showed that more than 2.6 million couples filed for divorce last year, up 1.1% from 2023. So China's first university degree in marriage offers degree in marriage? 뭐야? China is issuing its first university degree program. Hi Wong, long time no see. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Thank you. 감사합니다. Its first university degree program in all things matrimony. matrimony라는 게 있구나. And its curriculum includes wedding planning, matchmaking services, and marriage counseling. Wow, I want to get this degree, guys. Other modules include wedding venue design, the economics of the marriage industry, and family policies. Students will also have the chance to intern at agency that specialize in weddings, matchmaking, marriage registration, and counseling. 와, 결혼 degree. 전공이 생긴 거네. 레전드다. Wow. So China is issuing its first university degree program in all things matrimony. So Beijing-based Vocational University of Civil Affairs is offering. 이게 그 회사 그건가 보다. This university. 아닌가? What university is this? 4-year program in marriage services and management. 와. Whoa, 4-year of Rizology? What is Rizology? 뭐야? What is Rizology? 레전드다. Which aims to teach students how to engage with the entire cycle of marriage and family. Whoa. It starts from before a couple starts a family, from marriage matchmaking to marital counseling, marriage registration, wedding services, and then extending down to counseling before divorce. And then adding that there is currently a talent demand gap for highly trained professionals in the marriage service market. Modules in this course include sociology, wedding venue design, family ethics, the economics of the marriage industry, and family policies. Student will also have the chance to intern at agencies. We read that. So the program will begin enrolling students this September. Will recruit 70 undergrads across 20 provinces in 2024. 야, 나 이거 갖고 싶다. Mostly women? Probably. And a couple men. New marriages in China surged 12.4% in 2023. Ending a 9-year streak of decline. However, more than half the population between 25 to 29 remains unmarried. And late marriages have become more common in recent years. 그러니까 it's not just Korea having late marriage. I think all around the world, people are now choosing to have late marriages. That's so sad. The Vocational University of Civil Affairs is a newly established institution under China's Ministry of Civil Affairs. Funeral management curriculum 이런 것도 있어. 경계가 성장하고 산업이 발전하면 출산율이 떨어진다. So do you guys agree with the saying of as economy grows, if economy grows and 산업 civilization also grows, civil then birth rate drops. 그럴 것 같아. industry야? civil이 아니야? industry? Sorry, not civilization. 일단 I think Asian dramas need to stop portraying weddings / what are they? Weddings and birth in a weird way. 이게 제일 큰 것 같아. 근데 제일 큰 거는 I think the biggest thing is how much actually I think it's 근데 이게 나는 소셜미디어도 제일 큰 거 같아. 이 결혼 확률이 떨어졌다는 게 인생 사는 게 힘들다도 있긴 하지만 솔직히 어떻게든 살 수는 있을 것 같아요. 어떻게든 살 수가 있는데 대신 문제가 뭐냐면 제가 최근에 그러니까 무슨 감정을 느꼈냐면 저는 이제 아기라는 이게 생기잖아. 나한테는 이제 아기가 생기고 이제 남편이라는 존재가 있으니까 싱글 언니들의 그 자유로운 여행이 너무 부러운 거야. 그냥 최근에 아는 언니가 이제 저 베트남 갔거든. 방송하는 스트리머 언니가 너무 부러운 거야. 내가 나는 못 가거든. 저는 못 가요. 왜냐 1번 임신 그리고 이제 2번은 출산 뭐 아기용품 그 금액으로 아기용품을 사야 되거든. 아기용품도 지금 저는 한 50만원에서 5, 60만원으로 아껴 쓰려고 하는데 이게 막 요즘 이템들 국민템 이런 게 막 나온단 말이야. 그러니까 사람의 마음은 이런 SNS 때문에 더욱더 내가 못 살고 있구나? 이런 생각을 더 갖게 되는 것 같아. We're all too educated now. I need to go back to caveman days having. No, I agree. We are too educated. See, girls are educated, women are educated thinking that if you get married, you have to sacrifice your work. How do you spell sacrifice? Like, a lot of my friends have been on maternity leave? 근데 뭐 not just maternity but also like fathers probably want to take a break from work, right too? 그러니까 아빠도 그러고 싶은데 엄마는 뭐 일단은 출산하고 거의 100일 동안은 갇혀 있으니까. And then man also has to sacrifice. I guess has to work extra harder. 그러니까 you know, there's too much information saying there's no benefits. People thinking there's no benefits in having kids. 너무 슬퍼. 그치? 근데 I think this is if you think like this, I think this is too simple-minded. And that you should look into it long terms. 근데 이거는 지금 당장이 힘들지. 좀 아껴 쓰는 거랑 그런 거. 네, 좀 크게 보거나 그렇게 되면은 애 갖는 거는 진짜 지금 아니면은 여러분들 못 가져요. 나이가 여성 나이도 그렇고 남성 나이도 그렇고 나이가 들면 들수록 임신 확률이 낮아져서 그것 또한 스트레스다. 내가 안정성을 찾다가 임신 못하는 안정성 찾다가 애기가 안정하지 못하는 상태가 될 수 있어. 그러니까 그 리스크를 견딜 바에 우리가 내 몸을 더 희생하는 게 맞다 나는 봐. 애기 건강을 희생하는 것보다 내 몸을 더 혹사시키는 게 나을 것 같아. 개인적인 의견은. Anyways, I think stigma of older men playing computer games, making dating a hobby and not games. I don't think that's the problem of guys. Cost of living? 그러니까 I think the cost of living and everything. 그러니까 what I said in Korean. 잠깐만. Isn't this the case that men marry down? So increase of education is a potential cause of less marriage. I'm assuming the higher education you are, the more money you make too. Probably. 그러니까. Men to work smarter? Men should work smarter. Not just men, women should work smarter. 근데 I think here's what I think is I know you guys talk about like economy, not having economy and not having enough money. 뭐 돈이 없으니까. But I think this is cause of like social media and news. You know. So for girls, I think social media is a big issue, and for guys, I think it's the news that's causing big issues. Cause there are people that still live even if they gave birth. But since you guys keep saying security, 뭐냐, stability, I don't think there is an exact measurement of having a stable life. It's just that you guys are afraid. Because nowadays, we don't want to sacrifice. Like, the recent people, anyone in their 30s, like 20s to 30s, don't want to sacrifice their lifestyle for having kids. They don't want to save up money, I think. Instead, would rather want to use it for themselves. Whether it's, you know, investing in streamers, games, etc. 뭐 등등등. And this needs a lot of confidence. But we know that since we are educated, sacrificing has no benefits. Is what people are thinking. But I think in the long run, even if you want stability, I think it's safe to have kids at younger age. Even if you're not stable, rather than waiting till like mid to late 30s to have kids. Thinking that you're stable. Someone also said this. What I found very interesting is that like we're in our like when we were 25, that's usually when our parents' age got married, right? Parents' age got married around 25. So thinking of me back in when I was 25, was I stable? Not really. Now I'm like 30. Am I stable now? Ani? So you think maybe when you're 35 to 40 you'll be stable? Oh, highly likely no. 그럴 바에, if that's the case, then it's better to have kids at younger age, especially for females, because your ovary age is very important. I mean, there's technology that has evolved, but I do see people struggling to get pregnant that are in the late 35s, and everyone, like, I would have to say 80% of my friends who were trying to get pregnant in this area are saying, you know, freeze up your eggs. So unless you're able to meet, when you're 40, unless you're able to meet someone who's like 25 to give like safe birth, then but I mean, if you don't even have plans to get kids, then I don't even, well, no, then I guess don't even think about it. 돈을 벌고 안정성이 높아지면 그만큼 네, 투자를 한 거고, 안 늘었다는 거라 여유를 즐기고 싶은 게 크다고 생각이 들기도 하고, 안 놀았다는 거랑 경제가 성장하지 않는 게? 경제가 성장하지 않았다? 근데 그냥 저는 그냥 이게 그렇다고 우리가 10년, 20년 기다릴 수 없는 문제라고 생각해요. 애 갖는 거는 너무 경제에 시달리다가 나중에 노후에 됐었을 때 이도저도 아닌 것보다는 그래도 결혼하는 게 맞을 것 같긴 해. Education is expensive. 그치? Most people who ever lived face the same dilemma. That's what I'm thinking. It's just a dilemma. You got a place with a working husband, stable enough. I don't think of my life is stable. I mean, Mia and I have the same thing. We don't spend. It's just we don't spend. I don't spend money. You know how much I spend for stream? Like, my works. You know how much I save up? I don't go out to eat every day. I don't do delivery. I cook every food. Saving is, I think, like 이게 쉽지 않아. But what I was telling Korean chat was, I get jealous. Like, seeing Sora go to Vietnam to enjoy and have fun, like spend money. Oh, 너무 좋지. I want to do that too. But I can't. I have to save up money. That money has to go for baby fund. Right? 그러니까 if I were stable, I would have gone with her. But since I'm not stable, then what's my option? Is spend less on hobby. Right? And more on savings. 이거는 뭐 어쩔 수 없는 거야. That's just an Asian thing? What's just an Asian thing? Are you being racist? 뭐. The not spending money thing? So what's the point you wanna say? 전 직장에서 대리에서 과장으로 승진하는데 월급 10만 원 올렸다는 거 듣고 충격받았다고? 아, 전 직장에서 대리에서 과장으로 승진했는데 월급이 10만 원 올렸다는 거에. 아, 그니까는 남자들은 투잡 뛰는 거죠. 그니까 아빠들 집에 퇴근하고 대리 뛰는 이유가 진짜 돈이 문제긴 해. 아, 그니까 뭐 모르겠다. 나도 몰라. 쉽지 않아요. 저희도 뭐 이런 문제가 있어요. Even though she's on that trip, she's also sad on not having a partner. Did she say that? Not spending money is a common Asian American trait, but maybe times have changed and you didn't experience that. 그러니까 what's the point you want to make? I'm not understanding. 미국인들은 돈을 아끼면서까지 하지 않아도 충분히 경제 성장해서. 아, 아니야. 미국인들도 똑같은 것 같아. 지금 여기도 지금 경제 때문에 문제가 막 애 안 갖는다 이런 말을 해야 되는 거 보면은 똑같아. 그러니까 이 문제는 근데 솔직히 부모님 세대 때도 난 있었을 것 같아. 경제 문제 때문에. 저는 저희 아빠 엄마께서 진짜 열심히 살아왔거든요. 우리 엄마 저 4만 원짜리 스커트 샀다고 우리 엄마한테 혼난 적 있었어요. 저는 이게 제일 쇼킹이었거든. 4만 원짜리 이런 스커트가 있었어. 나 아직도 기억나. 이렇게 막 이런 갈색 스커트였다. 근데 이거를 샀어. 근데 야, 나 이거 하나 샀다고 우리 엄마가 왜 너는 그런데 돈을 쓰니라는 옛날에 그러니까 왜냐면 저희는 돈이 많이 없어서 진짜 아껴 써야 된다가 컸거든요. 근데 그러니까 그때도 그러고 지금도 그러고 먼 미래에서도 그럴 것 같아. Translate. Sorry. I was just saying Korean chat said that maybe US is more stable in terms of living. So maybe they don't need to quote unquote save up. But I say it's the same all around. But I think it's this economic issue problem probably also happened in parents' era. Not just our era. And it will continue to get worse and worse, I think, every year. Like, right? So the only thing that's different, I think, is the education that people are getting. Saying we learn from seeing our parents' era that if you don't have money, then marriage sucks because your parents are either always fighting. So, but I think in our future, like kids' time, it'll get worse too. Our kids' era will get worse. So. And then I was talking about how because when I moved to US, we had to really save up and not spend. So and so why this like saving up is like a huge thing in my memory is I bought this $40 skirt. It was $40 with tax. It was from Hollister. I still remember it. Because my friend was rich. She wasn't rich, but she likes spending money on clothes. So she would always shop at Hollister. I was like, oh, I really want to wear this skirt. And so I bought it and I got home and I showed my mom, oh, I bought this skirt. The first thing she says to me isn't, oh, that's pretty, right? It's what the fuck? Well, she didn't swear. But she was like, oh, Why would you spend $40 on this skirt? etc like angry. 네. as I grew older, it does make sense. 와, 무슨 $40 skirt이야, 나도. These days, like, wow, this is like piece of garbage. Not gonna lie, like, Hollister는, don't buy stuff from Hollister, guys. But anyways, 그러니까. Even I still remember, like, my friends, my American friends had the American Girl doll. Who knows what American Girl dolls are? American Girl dolls. American Girl doll이라는 나처럼 생긴 인형을 제작해주는 그 회사가 있어요. 개 부러운 거야. And so my friend has that American Girl doll that looked like her, right? 근데 나는 없었어. I had no doll. 무슨 doll이야? No doll. 그런 거 있는데? Now that I'm 30 and I'm almost getting ready for, having kids, I can kind of understand my mom. Now I can relate to her 100%. Cause wow, baby products, you know what I was thinking? Maybe I should do a business in baby products. 와, 무슨 there is this so one thing that's interesting about how you feed 뭐냐? 분유가 영어로 뭐예요? Shoot. What powdered milk? Powdered milk is you have to heat up water to 100 degrees Celsius and then cool it down to 40 Celsius and then put in a milk powder. And then put in the milk powder inside the 젖병? Inside this what is this in English? This bottle and shake it. Well, obviously there's maybe like, 뭐라 하더라? Like water has to be heated up for something blah blah blah, right? 뭐 등등등 있어요. There's like reasons. 뭐 있는데. So there is this device that's called water warmer. Okay. 그 한국에서도 분유 뭐라고 하더라? 죄송해요. 머리가 진짜 안 돌아가네. 하여튼 이게 물 데펴주고 이런 게 있거든요. This is baby formula구나. Baby formula. This is for baby formula. And so there is this 뭐야? 주전자 is there is this oh my god, I'm getting the worst brain farts. There is this 주전자. What is 주전자? 미치겠네. There's this kettle. Sorry, I can't draw. There's this kettle. And yeah, not bird. There's this kettle that does it for you, where it heats up to 100 degrees Celsius and then drops it down to 40. 근데 if you buy a kettle that includes the word baby, 그러면 just this can be maybe like $50, okay? 저는 한 5만원 샀거든요? But if it includes the word baby, then it ends up being $80. 야, 나 진짜. Because you can use this methodology, like heating up to 100 to 40 for like teas. I think teas are the most biggest usage, but because it included the word baby, all of a sudden increases $30. 그러니까 애기라는 단어를 앞에다가 넣는 순간 이게 뻥튀기로 8만원대까지 올라간 거예요. 그러니까 저도 이걸 샀거든요. 100도에서 40도까지, 그러니까 100도에서 끓인 다음에 40도까지 내리는 기능이 있는 주전자를 사야 돼요. 그게 좋대. 엄마들 사이에서 그런 얘기했는데 무슨 이것만 하는데 뭐 물론 거기에 은근슬쩍 스리슬쩍 뭐 애기 그러면 그 단어 쓰면 안 되구나. 죄송해요. 저 그쪽 아니에요? 그 단어가 너무 웃겨서 가죠. 아기 뭐 분유 버튼 있어. 분유 버튼이 있는데 한 5만 원? 5만 원대거든요. 근데 애기 뭐 베베 또 있어 다. 베베. 베이비는 기니까 뭐 마더 뭐 이런 단어 하나 붙이잖아. 그럼 이게 막 3만 원 추가가 되는 거야. 다 당근하라는 이유가 있어. There's a reason why they want to do carrot market. 그치. Same thing with gaming too, you know. Instead of looking at specs. Well, I don't know why we were talking about this, but. Yeah, 맞아. 무슨 also like baby no perfumed laundry detergent. ETC is 뭐한 X amount of money. 이것도 이제 baby 들어가니까 our laundry detergent is maybe like $5 to $6. baby 들어가면 이제 막 2배로 뛰는 거지. It's like times 2 of like maybe $10 to $12. And this is even the quote unquote discounted price. 미친 거 아니야? 씨. So, anyways, let me read chat. Time have changed. You deny. I still don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea how Sesora got in her other streams about it. I felt so bad for her. She got sad about not having a boyfriend on stream. I didn't know that. Saying that being doesn't mean. Wow, I don't know. You choose to live below your means? 모르겠다. Stable parents era house were cheaper. Income was not a lot more during parents era. I understand house is cheaper, but I don't think income was higher than these days. The girls at church are rejecting me. Any advice? They prefer someone from their field and aren't interested right now. I want to marry someone. Is this kappa? 뭐야, 씨. When I used to spend $80 on new jeans. Now that I'm older, I think about it like, why? 그래! Like, clothes are also stupidly expensive. 300 on hoodies? Wow. That's a smaller baby tax increase. Like I said, everything I'm telling you guys are the quote-unquote discounted price that you have to like search for it. But I think the one device that every mom gets are usually like 90 to 100. You need to make friends with nunas at church. That's how you get girls. 맞아. 진짜 유아용품들 레전드야. 진짜 요즘은 진짜 유아용품들 사업하는 인간들이 제일 악질이야. Anyways, birth rate is dropping. Marriage rate is dropping. But I think I think there's no way of convincing people to get married. Even you guys are not being convinced of saying how it's a wonderful thing, right? You guys probably... I think also guys got educated and now they're not saying, hey, I will work for family. 이게 이제 없어졌어. This mindset disappeared. Now it's we. Not I. We. Not I. I는 없어. There's no I. I라는 게 없어. So you can't be an individual. Income. Individual income으로 이제. Low birth rate is not a new problem. Some countries have previously solved it. How did they solve it? If our national debt is in US is paid off, then the dollar after a short time will feel like $4. Oh. 그렇지. But then the problem is, I think, maybe US is a little better, but is if you're pregnant, 진짜 one of the things I hated doing, is still to this day, is working when I'm pregnant. Actually, I don't want to be a streamer when you're pregnant because, like, minor things annoy the shit out of me. Still, I tell you guys this still these days, right? 그냥 이게 그런 뭐지? 인간들을 대하는 일들 있잖아요. 임신 때 정말 못해요. 그러니까 내가 개발자, 그냥 컴퓨터로 앞에서 사람들 안 만나고 개발만 하는 컴퓨터 앞에서만 하는 직업이잖아? 그럼 할만해. 근데 이게 사람과 사람의 이런 그런 인터랙션을 하는 직업이면은 이 호르몬이 정신줄 놓을 것 같아. 스트레스 쉽게 받게 되는 게 너무 안 좋더라고. 오죽했으면은 주변 사람들이 그냥 쉬는 게 어떠냐고도 여러 번 말했거든요. 근데 성격상 쉬진 못하고. 그러니까 working, so I think that's a big problem is what to do when you're pregnant in terms of working. Right? 임신했어. You're pregnant. Yeah, women knows. If you're pregnant, it's really hard to work. You can work. I'm not saying it's impossible. You can. You can work, but it's really hard. But really hard. And stress. So you need to find jobs that involves dealing with no human interaction. Action jobs are needed. (10년) 전에 잠깐 베이비 디올 취급해서 손바닥만한 애기 팬티 가격을 봤는데 60만 원? 이런 걸 입은... 요즘 진짜 넘사예요. 그래서 저 맘카페 결국 다운 받았잖아요. 거기 들어가가지고 그 상품 할인 상품 매일 봐. 그게 그렇게 해서라도 돈을 아껴야 된다는 게 중요한 것 같아. 그러니까 문제점 많아. What would be a solution? 뭐 what can you do? 답이 있을까? Is there even an answer to this? 그냥 내 생각에 지금 just talking to you guys, I can feel like don't want to get married. I think in general. Plus have kids. You have to be subbed to link. 그냥 딱 얘기를 해보면 확실히 남자들은 불안함이 많아진 것 같아. 불안함. I think guys are more... I think everyone, not just guys, sorry. Guys are more in 뭐라고 돼? 요즘 진짜 영어도 안 해. Are more anxious about the future? Anxious maybe? 근데 let me just say, if you're married, you still have the same problem. 결혼해도 똑같은 문제. 맞아. 이런 거 분석할수록 더 처참하긴 해. The more you analyze about the problems, yeah. It's I understand having this mindset too, cuz it'll get worse if you're married and like if you have this A problem, then you know, if you're single, oh. 야, 근데 그러면은 3 to 4 children이잖아. 이 교육비가 너무 비쌀 텐데. Yeah, I mean Korea also has those incentives too right now. Have like medical fee of 1,000. Thank you, Inachu. $1,000 like support incentives for pregnant women, medical fee. You get like $2,000 for newborn baby. You get $300 for taxi fees. You get $50 for post 뭐더라? What is 그 산후조리 post something care. What is that word here? 이거 뭐지? 산후조리 한 50만 원 준다던데. Korea has this. We're still at 0.78. It is postnatal care? Okay. Because they're stating this is not enough. Not enough. Postpartum. Thank you. Postpart. 아이 몰라 하여튼. Well, anyways. Cultural problem? 그런가? 모르겠어. What I think the best way of thinking about marriage is marry when you don't know about this shit. Actually, there's really a saying in Korea. 그 뭣도 모를 때 결혼해라. Marry when you don't know all these she's. All this. So, you guys are too educated. So, high chances it's hard for you guys to get married. 셌지? 여러분들은 이걸 너무 잘 알잖아요? 그러니까 결혼 못하는 이유가 이게 제일 클 수도 있어. 뭣도 모를 때 결혼해야 되는데 너무 이런 걸 잘 아니까. And I think as a female and having people around me, it's really, really hard to find a girl who's willing to marry someone lower income than them. I think in Asian culture, girls are wanting to do hypergamy. So 이게 와, I think that's also a big issue why guys are afraid. 아, you guys are screwed. 내가 제일 악질 아니야? 내가 제일 나쁜 년이야. I'm the evil streamer, telling you guys the worst outcome. You guys, where the girls are wanting to marry someone who's better than them in terms of education, income, household, etc, etc. 그런 사람 있었어요? 레전드. Only thing about marriage that seems appealing are the potential tax advantage and death. 아니야, Benny. Are you T? Benny, are you T? There's love. Why are you forgetting the most important thing of love? 사랑이 딸려 있잖아. 결혼하면은 영원한 동반자. Forever life partner. 이 좋은 게 있잖아. 그래, I think Benny and Extended, you guys can get married. You guys are too realistic. 안 돼. 아야. Don't work. Doesn't work for you two. You guys are too realistic. Just to live by yourself and spend your future money on Jinri TV. 야, 결혼 못해. Lots of girls here want someone better than them. Same in Korea. That's what I'm saying. Hypergamy is girls want to marry someone better than them in terms of education, or etc. So one thing that I also end up doing is someone saying, I'm going on a date with so and so. Like, I have a blind date, right? Then you know what I asked that I didn't do before? I think it started to get inside of me is, where does he work? Where is his I start asking about the specs, not about the personality. Isn't that sad? 제가 어느 순간 저도 이제 나이 먹고 새로운 이 버릇 같은 게 생긴 게 뭐냐면, 뭐 친구가 소개팅을 한대. 그러면 예전 같았으면은 어떤 사람이야? 뭐 아니면은 뭐 얘기는 해봤어? 성격은 어때? 뭐 성격적으로 물어봤거든요. 왜냐면 저는 이제 뭐 그런데 요즘은 어머 무슨 일 해? 어디 대학 나왔어? 노후가 보장됐네. 뭐 이러면서. I have to do my taxes during this Valentine's. Assets over personality. But that's what happens when you hit 30, I think. At least in Korea. 맞아. 진짜. 근데 솔직히 여러분들도 남자들도 눈이 높아졌던 게, 예전에는 그냥 예쁘면 됐잖아. 근데 이제는 예쁘고 돈을 어느 정도 벌이가 있어야 되는 여자를 원하는 게 보이니까 힘들어. Health insurance benefit? 아, 그치. Yeah, that's true. But I think, 그래, if you guys don't see benefits, 어쩔 수 없는 거지 뭐. You guys are too realistic of trying to identify the benefits of marriage. Yeah. 야, 이거 너무 슬퍼. 에이. 아, 근데 it's what you guys should be thinking. I understand. 근데 it really shows how the more you know, the lesser you want to get married, I think. 효율성을 따지는 거지 뭐. 결혼에 대한 효율성은 없는 것 같아. There's nothing positive about marriage. 맞아. I agree. 아 진짜요? 차이리는 그렇게 한대? Over education? Which country has a lot of girls? Imagine waking alone, no one next to you? They don't care. And why do you think it's waking alone? They might have a cushion. 뭐니? you know the long cushion? And they have pretty streamers like me. 죽부인 말고 그 뭐냐 막 직부인 중에서도 막 그 뭐니 애니메이션 그림 야 the anime body pillow 애니메이션 그려져 있는 그런 인형 이제 그거 하나씩 안고 사면 될 것 같아요 여러분들. 나는 설득하려 했어. 아 그러면 let me as a married women 저는 이제 그러니까 혼인 신고는 되게 일찍 했거든요. 혼인 신고 저 25세 했어. 계산해보니까 나 25세 혼인 신고 했더라고. 혼인 신고를 25에 했고 이제 결혼식을 2년 전에 했거든요. 29에 했구나. so I got like paper married 25 and I got physical married at 29. So I will tell you the benefits of marriage. And if you guys still are not convinced of getting married, 그러면 don't think about it. It's okay to live alone. It's not a bad thing. 혼자 사는 거지 뭐. 장점 얘기했는데 장점으로도 설득이 안 된다. 아이 그럼 혼자 살아야지. 근데 뭐 benefits는 일단은 you have a lifelong friend where you can come home and 뭐라 해야 되지? Like interact. Oh shit. 뭐 이런 lifelong friend. 그다음에 there's also the positive. 그러니까 영원한 동반자가 집에 있다라는 거는 사실 큰 장점인 것 같긴 하고 제 개인적인 입장은 don't have to eat alone. Eat, sleep, etc. alone. So if you are extroverted like me, 이거는 나한텐 제일 컸어요. 저 혼자 먹는 거 별로 안 좋아하거든요. I don't like eating by myself. So this was actually very important. And then 다음에 what's the other thing I wanted to add? 그 food cost. You can share food. 제일 커 if you go to restaurants. You can actually go to a decent place, like restaurants, to get some yummy meal. Hi, Flame. 그 다음에 unlimited checks. 야, 이거 제일 크지 않아? Isn't this the biggest thing? How many of you guys can have unlimited checks? Who's single? 매일 밤 29금 될 수 있어요, 여러분. 결혼하면. 사실 요즘 좀 많이 힘들어 하더라고요. 임신하니까 안 하고 있어요. What's another thing? 근데 I'm listing benefits of marriage. I need to have a really important thing. But you can't have unlimited checks if you're single. Unless you're like Brad Pitt or Taunu, right? But that's like random females. 나 또 뭐 있지? 장점. 뭐가 있을까? 결혼에 대한 장점이 뭐가 있을까? What's some positive thing about marriage, guys? If you're Brad Pitt and single, 그럼 don't get married. 왜 결혼해? Unlimited is death? Living expenses? 아 그래, cheaper living expense? I don't know if it's cheaper, to be honest. Because you go out more if you guys can't cook. 아, 리얼 돌이요? 아, 그래? 그래도 리얼한 거랑 리얼 돌이랑 느낌이 다르지 않을까요? 난 그렇게 생각해. 그러니까 extended, you'll be forever single. 아 그냥 extended, don't think about getting married. 넌 결혼하지 마. Don't get married. It's all like emotional things, I think, about the positive things about marriage. If you're, I guess this is something where if you want to be like more in terms of like, if you're looking for something that's like statistics, then I think if you guys want like statistical value of the benefits of marriage, 그냥 then I advise you not to get married. Because girls won't like that either. Because the real thing about marriage is I think more of emotional things. So. 그러니까 이게 결혼에 대해서는 진짜 숫자로 따지는 순간 if you think about it numerically, anything with numbers, then 맞아. 객관적으로 봤었을 때도 결혼 안 하는 게 이득이에요. 근데 이제 노후 생각이 제일 큰 것 같아. But I think the biggest thing though is like after retirement. Because at least if you're married, you're stuck with this person. You have this chain of this marriage. If you're just dating someone, you're not sure if this person and I are going to stay together. So, right? 그냥 연애하는 노후를 이 사람과 연애만 한 거랑 결혼을 해서 이 사람이랑 평생 같이 사는 거랑은 또 느낌이 달라. 근데 I don't even know how to describe this feeling of the difference between just dating versus like actually getting married. But if you guys want like statistical values of why it's better, 그냥 just don't get married. Boss, if I make it to a wedding ceremony, can you be the one that objects my marriage to wake me up? 아 왜? Guys, marriage isn't that bad. I think 너무 근데 슬프다. 아니야, guys, just don't get married. Yeah. I think the benefits are not quantifiable. Yeah. I think so too, but I think girls can feel it more than guys, I think, is something that I realized. Have a girlfriend and kids? Ooh, I guess so, but like I said, just dating is really different than marriage. Like, dating and living together. I think living together as couples is different than marriage. But I think that's something culture based. I love all the cute lovey-dovey shit. 맞아. 이게 근데 확실히 남자들이 받아들이는 거랑 여자들이 받아들이는 거랑 다른 거 같아요. 결혼에 대해서는. 여자친구들이랑 얘기했었을 때 저 한두 말만 하잖아요? 그러면은 되게 결혼해야 되겠다라는 생각이 든대요. Guys, I was the one who convinced Sora into getting married. Into finding someone for future marriage. I can proudly say it. Because of how I live, like my honeymoon stuff. Yeah, you can ask. You can ask. Because in my room, in my house, we have a. So I cook. You know how I like to cook. I have a. One of my dream goal of marriage was kind of creating a PC cafe with my husband. So, like I said, that's why I had to find a guy who is really good at who's really good at gaming, so we can play game together. So I made a. I don't think I ever showed it to you guys, chat. 저희 집에 그러니까 제 로망은 집에 커플 PC방이 로망이었거든요. 왜냐면 이제 거기 신랑이랑 게임을 같이 하는 게 저한테는 로망이었어요. 그게 저는 제일 좋고 어떻게 보면 부부의 시간을 이제 그렇게 좋게 보내는 건데. So I made this menu for the PC cafe. We call it home PC cafe. We call it like Joey's PC cafe. And I just listed like food or alcohol or cocktail, and then the price is like well, like Mia does a wink or Mia does a kiss on the cheek, well, he hugs me. That's the pricing. And she told me that the moment she saw that and she saw how Mia and I decorated our house, our newlywed house, she actually thought of like seeing Jinri, maybe it's like worth living. So 설득됐다고 하더라고. 아는 언니가 되게 그거에 설득됐다고 하는 거 보면은 이게 보이는 거랑 이 느끼는 감정은 확실히 사람마다 다 다른 것 같은데 여자들이 더 결혼에 대한 이게 더 많이 와닿는 것 같아, 남자들보다. 귀찮아서? 이게 귀찮아서라기보다는 짝을 못 찾아서가 큰 것 같아. 결론적으로는 다들 이 깊은 마음속으로는 결혼하고 싶어. 그런데 귀찮아 라는 말은 그만큼의 가치 있는 사람을 못 찾았고 찾기도 싫으니까 안 하는 게 그게 베이스인 것 같아. Yeah, you should ask about what you guys can ask Sora next time she streams about what she thinks of Jinri's PC cafe menu. So mine was a small fire and her sister's wedding was big fire. Mine was just a little like, oh, marriage maybe isn't bad, and then her sister getting married probably was like, oh. So yeah, both. Well, when time comes, guys. 나는 유만했지. But I think just seeing if the biggest thing is like people get to a lot of people are visual learners, right? So if they visually see someone living off their life, not in like a stable life, then they don't want to get married because, you know, for her case, she's more of a visual learner, right? But she saw like how I lived or a couple of her friends who's like enjoying their marriage life. Then she realized, oh, like then it's not bad getting married, right? Okay. So, but I think it's more easier. I think something that I realized is that girls are more easier for me to talk about marriage and convince them, persuade them than guys. Because guys are more, I think, has to think more of it in terms of numbers. Which is true. 결혼에 대한 장점은 없어요. There's nothing positive about marriage, guys, in terms of numbers. It's all feeling. Maybe I should ask next time to Mia how he would convince his friends to get married. 다음에 한번 신랑한테도 물어봐야 되겠다. I'll ask Mia and then I'll tell you guys to see if that is also very convincing. I think Mia will just be like, You know, if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. What? Marriage is hard. Like, 이게 one of Mia's friend also recently got his friend recently broke up with his girlfriend because of marriage issue. 최근에 신랑 친구분 한 분이 결혼 때문에 문제 생겨가지고 그래서 그것 때문에 헤어졌거든요. 그러니까 그런 거 보면은 진짜 본인 짝이 있어. 그 짝을 찾는데 시간이 너무 걸려. Yeah, I think that is just the basic. So even if you guys are thinking statistically of the benefits of marriage, like I don't get anything number wise, blah blah blah, I can just live off blah blah blah. Once you find your life partner that you want to live your life forever with, I think that's going to be the biggest like flag of I should really marry this person. But the chances of that happening goes down, decreases as you get older. So I think it's really hard to find someone with that's your life partner as you get, you know. So that's why they would rather choose someone to maybe just live with and not, you know. 돌싱. 저는 아직까지는 돌싱이 없는 것 같아요. 한 명 있다. 내 친구 중에 한 명 돌싱 있는데. 맞아. 그 친구 보면은 근데 모르겠어. 근데 그 친구는 걔는 결혼 안 하는 게 나을 수도 있는 친구 같아. Anyways, China marriage. I wasn't expecting to talk for 2 hours, guys. Yeah. 그치? 야, finding the right person. Don't you think that's so Disney drama-like? But it's true, which is scary. Finding the right person to marry is so Disney and so like, oh my god type of mindset, but it's so true. 그치, people do change over time, but I think your life partner, 그냥 if you meet that person, even if you change over time, you will naturally just match with that partner. 이게 너무, it's weird. It's a logic that cannot be described. 그냥, to be honest, Mia and I really work well together somehow. Like, 몰라. I don't know how. 뭔가! And even to this day, my father-in-law jokes around saying, wow, you guys still seem like newlyweds. 아직까지도 우리는 신혼 같아 보인다고 저희 시아버지가 맨날 그래요. 막 그냥 손잡고 좋아. 그냥 늘 저희는 신혼 같다라는 생각이 들어. 왜 이게 이상해. 그러니까 아무리 나이가 들어도 이게 알아서 맞춰준다니까. Like I met Mia mid 25 and now we are 20. Like, you know, we lived for 6-7 years. I think that's like a decent time for us to have changed over time. Also, I changed a lot over time too. 성격이 저 진짜 많이 변했거든요. But somehow we are still compatible with each other. So if you find that right person, that happens. Well, for me to explain that, I don't know how. It's magic. It's Disney story. So maybe watching Cinderella is actually really good, and the fact that it ends happily ever after is actually a true story. It's something that cannot be explained. But if you really meet someone that's not the right one, 그러면 then as time gets older, I think that's going to be a big problem. That's why I hate it when people diss other, like, it's something that's common that I realize in Korea, where you know, you say, oh, like we're living off so well. Sometimes some people would be like, oh, wait until you have kids. That's gonna be different. Why do you say that? Like, what's the point of saying that? But actually people do say that. But I think that's a little rude. But people say once you have kids, you will not be doing so well. So I just say sometimes that to Mia, like, I hope our relationship like this, even if we have kids, will go off well. But is this called competitive comparison? I don't know why they do it though. They do that so much often. A lot of it's just natural instinct, but they just do it. Even sometimes I hear my mom do it to me, saying, like, for example, I was like, oh mom, I really want to, you know, I really want my kid to sleep in the cradle, so, like, without, you know, and have like long hours of sleep. Like we're gonna try to match their sleeping patterns and like work on it. And she goes, yeah, wait until you have kids. I'm like, can I not say I'm trying? Of course it's gonna be hard, but like we're gonna try. So it's such a negative. So I had a long conversation with her and saying, you know, the way that you speak is very negative. But I think it's just like an Asian mindset or something. 아닌가? I've never had anyone... My friends don't say that to me, so... Yeah. China should show more Disney movies. that might be the answer. Because you know how people wait for their Prince Charming? You should wait for the Prince Charming not in terms of specs, assets, but in terms of personality. And then it will make sense. But one thing that's a little problematic with Disney Prince Charming are that all the princes are rich. They're a prince for an effing reason. They have a castle. Oh, they should create a Disney movie where a wealthy woman marries a poor guy and they are still living happily ever after. That's the one problem with Disney movies, is that they portray every guys to be effing rich and then all the girls are like poor as F. Like you look at Cinderella, she's cleaning the house. She's like a housemaid. Oh, I guess there's Aladdin too. Oh, that's true. Aladdin works. But he gets magic and goes inside being rich because of Genie. If he just still were to get in with his current status, then okay. But Genie! He had help of Genie, so he ended up being rich. Right? He had the carpet, he got into the castle to meet her because his status changed to being the rich prince next door. I mean, taking care of me is okay, but taking care of me financially isn't what she means. It means find someone that takes care, as in like treats you as a princess, not like with money. As in, you know, treats you like a darling, you know. But girls can misunderstand saying, oh, takes care of me? Okay, he must make 5 digits or 10 digits, right? Yeah, so either you gotta find it. 근데 maybe, yeah. 6 digits? Okay, yeah, sorry. Not 5. 5 is a little low. Sorry, 6 digits. 그래, Aladdin had help. So Disney, 근데 뭐. 근데 I can maybe... but at the same time, I kind of understand hypergamy too. It's hard. 결혼이라는 게 참, you know, I say this, but at the same time, it's nice to find someone who makes more than you do. But I think guys are realizing that too these days. Is that it's better to find someone that's wealthier than them in both gender. So that's why it's so competitive that like only the top 10% of people are getting married, and the rest of 90 people realize that because they don't want to look down and everyone above are already married and they don't want to meet someone in the equal like thing, then it's pointless of getting married. 그래, so it all comes down to, you know, money. 다 이제 돈이야. 아유, 그래, 돈 많이 벌었으면 좋겠다. I hope you guys all become rich so you guys can find the love of your life. Yeah. I will give my New Year prayers. 어쩌겠어. And so if you become rich, if you ever become rich, guys, then don't forget to donate to, you know, Jinri. Because I gave you good prayers. 그래. 근데 you know, 나도 좋을 것 같아. 아, sugar daddy. 아, 그래. Imagine they take me to rooftop bar, rooftop 뭐. I don't have to look at Carrot Market to buy baby products. 다 사는 거지. Anyways, so the conclusion for marriages in China is that if you don't have Disney fantasy, then I think you guys it'll be hard for you guys to get married. And just stay single is not a bad thing, I think. Or if you find just a nice human being to stay with, whether it's guy or girl, then I think you'll be set. Or I mean, guys, same-sex marriage is also applicable, so you guys can look among your guys' friends too. 정 안 되면 주변 친구들이랑 그냥 평생 오래 사는 거지 뭐. 안 그래요? 어쩔 수 없지 뭐. Okay, guys, I didn't expect to talk about marriages shenanigan for 2 hours, but let's do you think we can try to do the programming? Let's move on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and then come back to do some programming. So I'll be back. 잠깐만. 사람들도 안 봐요. Oh! What is this? Oh, my cam! Oh! I was genuinely larging! People large! 비율 조작이라고? 사실은 제가 엄청 살쪘어요. 와! People wide! Hi. Hey.
Got a little business opportunity I need your help with. Come and see me at my mom's house. Use the back entrance.
What? They want me again? Man, their family really wants help. Let's do that because it's closer.
Make a U-turn. We're safe.
Oh, did you see that?
In 200 yards.
So natural.
Right.
And when you are a couple, so guys, next time you guys find a guy, not a guy. When you find a girl, sorry, a girl. Oh my god, sorry, a girl. When you find a girl next time. Okay, guys, I came to the bathroom and maybe I might call it a day early today because I'm getting stomach pain again. Why am I always in pain? 진짜 너무 싫다. Cause I moved around a little and I realized I think I was sitting down on desk too much. I hate my life. Yeah, I might have to walk around though. I think I'll walk around for a bit and then yeah. Tomorrow I will just go straight into programming. 안 되겠어. No news. If there's no news, I was China. Spent too much time on China. Yeah, so I think I should walk around to either have better stomach pain or lay down and take a little break. This is why it's so stressful. So yeah, but tomorrow I'll do the planning ChatGPT thingy. I paid $20 for today's content, but I guess I didn't get to do it. Yeah, sorry guys, but I had fun talking to you guys about China. Yeah, and so tomorrow I'll just go straight into programming and do the ChatGPT planning Korea trip. 그냥 내일 해야 될 것 같아요. 지금 아랫배 통증이 생각보다 세가지고 누워야 돼. I have to lay down. Sorry, chat. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Sorry that I scolded you guys about marriage. But I hope you guys can meet your Princess Charming. Hey, why can't you guys meet princesses, right? I hope you guys can meet princesses. Oh, thank you, Benny, for the 100 bits. Thank you, 감사합니다. I hope you guys meet your princesses and you guys live happily ever after, too. Unless you want statistics. Then that's a different story. But, I mean, princesses should be rich. 그래서 오늘은 아랫배가 좀 아파가지고 여기까지만 방송하고 내일은 그거 할게요. 내일은 챗GPT로 한국 여행 한번 짜보기 할 거라서 이렇게 두 개 해보겠습니다. Thank you guys for watching my short stream.